needed something I never thought I'd have.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm getting started on making some heart-shaped French toast for my kids, and then I'm going to be making a delicious homemade chicken soup, followed by adding just a couple little touches of Valentine's Day to the house. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, it's great to see you. Let's jump into today's video.
I knew exactly what to say. There will be nothing to get over.
Alright, so I'm getting out my heart-shaped cookie cutters. I'm just going to be slowly over the next couple of weeks sharing a couple ideas with you for things that you could do for Valentine's Day. I myself did not celebrate Valentine's Day as a kid. I think the only thing that we did was get the packages of Valentines and we would bring them into school and exchange. And I think that was pretty standard in the 90s, but it's 2025 and I think that parents are somehow expected to celebrate every single holiday. And that's totally fine if you love doing it. I know I love to do it. But I know some people don't necessarily love to do it, and I know some people can't necessarily afford it. So I thought I'd share a couple little cute ideas of things that you can do that, you're not really going out of your way to buy anything extra. So I think heart-shaped French toast for your kids on the morning of Valentine's Day would be a super cute thing to do without having to go out and buy a bunch of Valentine's Day junk. So anyway, after I'm finished making the French toast, I'm going to be making a homemade chicken soup for the kids, and this is the perfect recipe if you've got sick kids at home, or maybe just have some of these ingredients on hand if you are worried that your kids are going to get sick. This is like grandma's chicken soup, okay? It's real ingredients. The only thing I'm using for seasoning is salt and pepper, and it comes out absolutely delicious. And today I'm also going to share with you how to preserve those roses if, say, your significant other gets you some flowers for Valentine's Day. I have some flowers right now that are on their last leg. I'm going to show you how to revamp them and make them look fresh and new again. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it so much if you hit the subscribe button. I make tons of homemaking videos. I'm a homeschool mom, and I love to share my simple life with you. All right, so here are the very simple ingredients for a homemade chicken soup recipe for a nice simple lunch or a nice get better soon meal. So I'm going to be using 4 boneless chicken thighs, 4 small potatoes, yellow potatoes, 4 carrots, 1 onion, and I think 5 or 6 garlic cloves, and a good cup or more of frozen broccoli florets. And so obviously, I'm going to finely chop that garlic and onion. And remember, like I said, I'm only going to be using salt and pepper for seasoning. So that's why the onion and garlic are really important to really give that flavor into the soup. And we're going to cook it down to the point where you won't even be able to really see the onion chunks or garlic. So for your kids, it's good because it'll really cook down to where they won't be able to taste or spot them in the soup. If your kids are like mine, they can spot an onion from a mile away. But both of my kids enjoy the soup, and they're 2 and 4. So even if your kids don't like onions, I personally would go ahead and add them in because they're going to give that soup that really good flavor, but they will cook down enough to where you really won't be able to see them. And so the next thing I'm going to do is turn the heat to medium, get a nice medium pot, add a little olive oil in there, and begin sauteing those onions and garlic.
I saw the ending before the movie was done.
All right, so immediately after you add in the onions and garlic, make sure to season with a nice hefty pinch of salt and pepper. Give it a good stir, and we're going to saute for just a few minutes We want to see those onions and garlic start to look a little translucent. And especially when you're making a soup, you want to make sure that you're seasoning every layer. I learned this back when I used to watch a lot of cooking shows in my early 20s. I used to watch that show, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef with Anne Burrell, and I used to watch Everyday Italian with Giada, and that's really how I learned to cook, guys. I know that's kind of funny, but I learned to cook by watching tons of cooking shows like, I don't know, 15 years ago. But anyway, you make sure to season every layer. So I'm chopping up those carrots now, and when I add them in, I'm again going to add another heavy pinch of salt and pepper and then stir that all together. And it's already going to smell really good. And then add celery if you have celery. I didn't have celery on hand, but that makes a nice mirepoix. So I don't usually have celery in the house because none of us really like it. So I just omit that. But if you like celery and you have it, add it in. And then next, I'm going to add in those 4 boneless chicken thighs, whole, just the way they are to start. And then again, season them with salt and pepper. Let them saute for a couple of minutes and then kind of stir them around, flip them over, season again for another 5 minutes. And then we're going to chop up our potatoes while that chicken and carrot, onion, garlic mix are all kind of mending together and the juices are releasing from the chicken. All right, so for the next step, you can see that I went ahead and seasoned the potatoes right on the cutting board with some salt and pepper. And I'm going to take out the chicken thighs whole and put them in a bowl and just let them rest for a minute. And they are still raw on the inside, but this is when we're going to really chop them up and kind of cut off some of those excess fat parts, and it'll go back in the soup and cook more. So it's okay that it's a little bit raw still. But when you add them whole at first like that, that's when you really get a lot of those flavors and things from the fats on the chicken. So anyway, I'm going to add the potatoes right into the pot now and get them sauteing for a minute with the mix that's in there and all of those chicken juices. And then I'm going to add about 2 cups of water, 2.5 cups of water, and just let all of this simmer on medium for a good 15-20 minutes.
Sundown and salty cheese. It's not a cute look getting kicked out of the bar when you're no longer 19. Still acting like a child, feeling like nobody gets it. I always start these fights, don't hate my guts right now, 'cause I'm still figuring it out. You're the silver lining when I can't seem to find it. When the whole world is against me, you're not.
Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes simmering on the stove, and I'm going to add in some of that chopped up frozen broccoli. It's been sitting out for a little bit, so it's room temperature now. And I'm going to add in that chicken to finish cooking that and to just blend everything together. So we're going to let it simmer another 5 minutes to just fully cook that chicken. Turn the heat off, cover it, and then let it sit for a little while. I ended up adding another just small half a cup of water. If you want it a little more brothy, add water, or if you like it nice and chunky, leave it as is. And we're just gonna let it rest for a little bit, because once it cools down is when it tastes the best. And then I'm just going to chop up a baguette, put a little butter in there, and heat it up in the oven for my kids. And guys, this makes the perfect lunch. I love a nice little bowl of soup and bread. It's not something that I would do all the time, but it's cozy, it's winter, it's cold here in Florida, so I was excited to whip up some soup today.
Dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain. And ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And ooh, like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go. With eyes that's been through life, it's so much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill, but truth can be a bitter pill.
Alright guys, so next I'm just going to take down the last of the kind of wintry decorations that I have left up here. I originally for Christmas I had a bunch of snow globes up here and it looked really cute, and a couple of little signs, and I took down all of the Christmas decorations and I left this because I thought, oh, it's kind of Christmassy, but it's kind of just like winter, and I didn't want it to look bare up here. So anyway, I'm going to take these things down and then just put up a couple little heart things for Valentine's Day. But I don't have a ton of Valentine's Day decorations I'm going to put up today. I'll wait till like the day before Valentine's Day. We're just adding a little hint of Valentine's Day.
I was feeling down till you came around, lost under the clouds, only gray skies. I know they always say this never happens, but it happened. I know it's what they say, but it did. I know they always say this never happens, but it happened. I know it's what they say, but it did. I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope that you will stay forever. I hope, I hope, I hope that you will stay forever. I hope, I hope, I hope,
right, guys, so like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you how to revamp those roses that you get for Valentine's Day when they are on their last leg. So my husband got me these roses for my birthday, just kind of randomly at the grocery store. And so they're on their last leg. They are definitely just about dead. But what you can do is take each rose, cut the ends off, and I'm sure a lot of you know that, and then clean the water, of course. But really take off several of the petals on the outside and then put them all aside. And you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to take each individual rose now that they have a lot of their dead petals off, and I'm going to take them in between my hands and just like roll my hands back and forth to kind of freshen them up. And then you really want to get fresh water in your vase, but really scrub that out with some soap, make it nice and clean. And this will extend your flowers for a couple days after they were ready to pretty much go in the trash or compost. So just a little tip in case some of you don't know. And extend those Valentine's Day roses as long as possible, especially because they're so expensive on Valentine's Day.
Stay forever.
Guys, so I'm just finishing up today's video. I have some of these felt hearts. I'm just gonna pop some holes in them and run a string through them to hang up on my little homeschool board that I have up here. I have a 2- and 4-year-old that I homeschool, so I like to kind of make my house seem like a little bit of a preschool classroom. So it'll be fun right before Valentine's Day to add a few more things, but I think it's cute for now and the kids are excited, and anything that gets the kids excited about a holiday, you know, is just so fun. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you made it to the end, leave me a thumbs up. It means a lot to me, and I will see you next time.
Out of love with no defense, broken heart and empty hands. I see the light shining on the stage. This is what I imagine every day. Checking up.